Yeah, I only need about 2 inches, which actually in the grand scheme of things is quite a bit. So.
Which is not what she said.
Which is not what she
So once again, we are doing
the raising Kim's handlebars up.
Okay.
We're gonna put these spacers on her bars.
Cool.
And but first we want to check and see if her cables as well as her wiring is gonna be able to extend that length.
We got a problem because it's pretty tight, right?
Yeah. So the clutch cable, her brake cable, they're looking not too bad. Her wiring though for her switches are looking a bit tight, and you can see right here that these are almost like it looks like somebody's already moved them. So now we got to figure out what we're gonna do with that. So maybe I might be able to clip these, and maybe it'll give me. I only need about 2 inches.
All I can say is there's a lot of clips that look like they're supposed to be plugged into things. That used to plug into things.
Yeah.
That are now just doing
There's
funky
just
chicken.
this one, just these ones that need to be yanked. Like her turn signals.
Well, why don't we just start cutting those things down below?
Yeah, we could do that. Well,
And just see what pulls through. Instead of pulling the tank.
yeah.
That sounds like a dog.
It is a dog, yes. You know what you do before you do anything is you take a picture
Yeah.
to make sure that it goes back the way that it needs to be.
The good news is I'm videoing it.
True. I forgot you were here.
Real memorable.
Real. Alright, there's one. There's two.
So this is a pro tip for anyone doing this job. You need to make sure you got enough wire and enough cable on both clutch side and brake side.
See, like,
hello, you.
hey.
CC Motor Coffee.
Yes.
Quick representing. Nice. Because I think everyone goes, yeah, I'm going to buy new bars and they're going to look super gangster and shit. And then they don't go like, oh, I don't have, it's not going to work.
It's not, yeah, it's
you
not
have to
gonna
go
work.
right back to Harley. Hey, it's Gareth from the edit. The comment I just made was exactly what happened to us. We had to take a break halfway through this video because we didn't have the right stuff. And also because new things emerge. So sometimes it just goes that way. Anyways, back to the video. Makes sense. We've got to find more wire.
We gotta, yeah, so here, come over here. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to loosen up these because they're going up to her bars here.
Yeah.
So we might be able to do is unclip this. Let's do it. Where's the...
Tabby tab.
Where's the tab?
Oh, there it is.
Oh, is it this little guy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's one of those little guys that breaks off real easy.
Oh.
Jinxed it. Big time.
Oh my god. Don't tell Kim.
Don't tell Kim whatever you do.
It's the mechanic special. Don't tell the customer.
Yeah. We'll just use some Gorilla Glue. Bang that back together. That was fantastic.
That was great.
So here, this is a classic example of when you do like a custom mod and put your speedo down here and you want to take your tank off.
Yeah.
Now we need to do a few more things because this has all got to come off to get the tank out now.
Exactly.
Classic.
And you get this with almost every bike. So
Someone's done a classic mod because it looks cool because it's gone from up here. But now it just provides you with a little bit more work.
The nice thing is that sometimes you can get kits. And a kit will come with your large handlebars as well as your extended wires. What size do I got on this side? What do you think that is?
This? I'm going to say that that is a 1/2 inch.
Whoa.
Give or take. Give or take 3/4 of an inch.
Give or take. Let's see. 1/2 inch or 3/6? Oh, 1/2 inch didn't even know.
Oh no, this is the one I'm looking for, Richelle.
Oh, what are you looking at?
Are you not going to take this?
Nope.
Because that's what the tank needs to come up.
Yep, that is exactly it. Oh, Kim, the Speedo relocation. Yes, that is it.
So I'm here.
So now that we've removed her harness, her wires here for her switches, the next thing we're gonna do is on the throttle side, we're gonna extend it out. So right now it's going inside, kind of inside behind the fork. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna move it outside of the fork, which is a super simple task. But then it takes away, gives you more wire, right?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of
yeah,
stuff to work with here now.
Yeah, exactly.
Now that's not bound in the right side of the tank.
So now we know what's happening with those wires. We're good to go on that. We can clean it up afterwards. We'll get started on the next thing. So basically what you want is you want to make sure that you have everything loose so that when you go to lift these bars, it's not just going to stop you and then something happens with your tank, which reminds me we should probably cover Kim's tank. But she does have a little bit of play here. So if she really didn't want to do that, all she'd have to do is just remove it from behind the bars here and bring it out here. You know?
Yeah. Bring it to the left side of the bike.
Yeah. Often what you'll see with pegs that are forward pegs instead of these highway pegs here is you'll see that the clutch cable is behind the peg. And sometimes what you can do is you can move it above the peg. And sometimes that'll work.
Give you another inch or two, yeah.
Yeah. But right now what we're going to do is we're just going to start by loosening up her throttle and return. Okay, looks like it's tense. So we're just going to loosen those all the way off. And all we're doing is we're just trying to make more room for the wire.
Because we don't actually have to strip everything off the bars. We just need more space.
Exactly.
We're not changing bars. She's still keeping the BMX bars.
She's still keeping the bars. BMX bars. Alright, so we're just going to remove these out. Then you guys are going to see what I'm talking about when we get in here. Again, the idea is to have everything ready for when you move those bars off. So we're loosening this all the way off. Okay, then we're going to remove up here. It's handy to have all the right tools.
And it's really handy to have them all sorted.
Yes. Okay.
Now, why are you backing that off?
So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the throttle. And we're going to remove these cables out so they come around the fork. Because right now they're behind the fork.
So you want a complete disconnect.
Yeah, so there's no play. And you don't want any pinching happening with these things. Because your throttle is, I mean, you don't want to be suddenly going full bore out of the blue. You don't know what's happening, right? So
yeah.
So yeah, so we're just gonna remove this, and then we're gonna pull the wires in behind. I wish I had a bit more light so we could see, but that's okay. Just gonna pull this off. Now this does go in a particular way, so every bike is different, but just remember how they go, right? Always remember how things come off so you can put them back on properly. So when I'm removing this, I'm just gonna take an eye and see how this all goes together. And it looks like you need to push in the brake lever to make sure that it comes up properly. So we just did Kim's throttle tube not too long ago. We gave her some new grips. So we're just going to open this up. Some needle nose. We're just going to remove this piece here. Don't lose this piece here. Okay. It's brass, not metal, so it's just going to go down there. And we're just going to do one at a time. So that way you remember what goes where. This piece just slides out like that.
Yeah, you don't want to confuse return and throttle.
Exactly, yeah. It's hard to confuse them, but you know, it's definitely doable. The easier you can make things, the better.
Basically, be organized.
Yes. So, I'm just going to pull this cable down and out. Now, look at all this room she's got.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? The nice thing is she's already got herself a fender here. So, you know, it's not going to look as, you know, ugly.
You can hide things behind it.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll just pop that back in. We know exactly where that goes. It goes in behind there. But before we put this one back in, we're just going to take the other one out so that way we have some space. Because it can be a bit of a pain in the butt trying to get those things out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And because the switch is plastic and the cable is metal and your pliers are metal, it's easy to break stuff. Oh, geez.
Why do you keep jinxing me like that? Alright, there we go. Okay. So that piece is out. So we're just going to take that off. Doesn't really matter how these little pieces go back on. But what does matter is where these cables go back in. I'm just going to wiggle this one out. Okay. Put it down. Come up. We're doing some serious mods on this bike right now because a lot of the time you do want to replace these things, but she does have some space. So if you're looking for bang for your buck, this is doable, you know? It's very doable.
You just got to pay your friendly mechanic to do it.
You just got to pay your friendly mechanic to do it.
Truegrit, bro.
Truegrit. Alright, let's get this guy up in there. That being said, you do want it done right. So if you do feel uncomfortable with it at any point, don't do it.
Or be prepared to break things and then learn how to do it the right way.
Or be prepared to break things and, you know, tell them that you broke it. Be honest. Be upfront.
Don't try and blame the mechanic for
Don't
something
try
you
and
break.
blame the mechanic. Or don't let the mechanic blame you.
It's because your bike's shit. That's why it broke.
Yes.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. I decided to cut this video into a few sections just because it's quite long. I think we're around the 14-minute mark now, which is probably as much as you guys can handle in one shot. I didn't want to cut out a lot of things just because it's intricate work, and I wanted you to see the struggle of actually doing it, so it's not like, oh, you just do ding, 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 and it's done. So I would rather you see the struggle that even a mechanic or me or whatever is doing, so that you can take the journey with us. Having said all that, please leave comments about what you thought about the video. If there's something that isn't clear to you, leave a comment. I'll try and address it in the next one. So I'm going to try and hit out a video every single week, and I'll just keep pushing these along. So it's quite a lot of work to do. But anyways, thanks so much for watching, and that's Inja making a noise.